Hey guys, this is Alex coming at you from Southern California. This is going to be a flip video of these two stacks of records here. I've been recently reorganizing my collection by country. I sort of had done this previously before, and then a few months ago I went to a completely alphabetical organization, so I'm kind of going back to some of the genre and country classifications. Yeah, in part just out of pure boredom and just it feels like there's a few countries where I feel like I have enough records where it just kind of makes sense to organize them that way and just have those things that way. I don't know if I've shown this book before, Krautrock. It's okay. I mean, there's a general overview of some of the more important bands of the 70s from that period. It's not bad. I mean, it's got discographies and some relatively short summaries. So that's nice. It's a nice resource. I don't know if it's still in print, but worth checking out if you find it for a good price. What's playing in the background, a record I just got in the mail today, by Franco Battiato. Obviously not German, he's of Italian origins, and he's from 1977. Just a great sort of minimal piano. There are some spoken word things, but all of side A is this piece called Za, and very much in that minimalist vein that I love. So a great one and a beautiful cover. Of course, Battiato more known for his progressive, records, like Fetus and so on. But definitely a guy that has an incredible discography and worth checking out. So that's that. I'll just kind of flip for these. I mean, a lot of these I've shown in the past, but here they all are together. Holger Suke, this might be the earliest record of the whole stack here, recorded in 68, released in originally in 69. In addition of 500, there's a reissue from like 1980 or something like that. Really interesting experimental record. Here's my Lesh, Agitation Free, fantastic one on Vertigo. This is like a second pressing on this IRI label. I'm really glad to have an early pressing of that. From what I hear, the reissues might sound a little better, but definitely worth checking out. One of my favorite records from Harold Groskopf, one of my favorites on the fantastic Sky label. And you'll see I have a fair amount of stuff on the Sky label, and it's just a really excellent, sort of it was basically an offshoot of. It was founded by one of the guys from Brain Records. I can't remember his name offhand, but a lot of incredible titles on that one. There's that Faust record that I found at Wonderland Records last year. Faust tapes, classic back cover. Faust 4. It's an 80s reissue of this incredible record from etc. Pretty sure it wasn't titled Lady Blue originally. can't remember the name of the original album, but yeah, features Wolfgang Downer and Eberhard Weber on bass. This is the only comp I have here in the stack. I don't know if I've shown this one before. Tropical Drums of Deutschland. You'll see, I've since gone out and found several of these records that are in this comp. But the basic idea is, German artists that, took inspiration from sort of percussive and, jungle type, fourth world music type things, a la, maybe John Hassel. There's another great one on the Sky label, Reichmann Wunderbar. Better than the cover would suggest, which is kind of a little bit dated, but Albert von Dyen, again on the Sky label. Really good Klaus Schulze influenced music. This should not be in here. This is a French record, but a great one nonetheless. I'm going to set that aside for my French record stack, which is another decent size collection. There's Tyndall with Traumland, again on the Sky label. These are nice. This one and this one are both pretty good records. Again, very synth oriented stuff. Pater Noster. This is actually an Austrian band, but I figured I'd throw them in here. Fantastic progressive record. I guess there was another one that was reissued on this Now Again label. That was like an unreleased soundtrack, and I really want to try to track that one down. I don't think I've ever seen anyone show the other one on the VC, but yeah, this one has definitely made the rounds. I know Derek has a copy as well. Another one on Sky, Michael Rother with Steintatler. I haven't played that one in a while, and this one's also quite good. Flamande Hessen, also on the Sky label. Great ambient stuff. Some of the Rodelia's solo records on Sky are also quite good. Very varied, excellent stuff. There's another one, Subsportrait by Rodelius. Love that cover. There's a volume 2 that I need to track down as well. Another Rodelius, another great cover. Durch die Wust, or something like that. Yeah, a lot of these feature Conrad Plank as well. This one I got fairly recently, I think. Jardin au Fon. Is it Fon or Fin? I can't see the font there. Yeah, another superb Bertelius record on that label. Manuel Gottsching E2 E4. This one is an original. Fantastic sort of proto techno record. This one I showed recently, I think. Gollum. Incredible psychedelia. This is the first reissue of this German Oak. I know there's a more recent reissue, and I think a lot of folks in the VC have that one. But yeah, great, eerie, atmospheric, psychedelic, progressive record. So an original copy of Music von Harmonia on Brain. Yeah, just a beautiful, beautiful copy of that. More sort of folky psych stuff. Hold It in Drum. This is the 80s reissue. I think it's originally on the Pills label from 1972. This one I think I showed fairly recently, Anima. Yeah, pretty out there, almost like improvised stuff from maybe late 70s, really good. There's a reissue too of fantastic record from Guru UFO. This is the, I think, progressive reissue from the 90s. Another one on the Pills label. Again, really nice sort of acoustic ambient record. This is my, one of the rarest records I would say in this stack here. Original copy of Ashra Temples. I'm not going to try to pronounce it. Shingugen, perhaps, on the Or label. I've shown that one before. This is the 97 reissue of this classic from Ashra Temple. This one is also an original Anor. Join In. There's Klaus Schulze. There's an original Italian pressing that my friend traded with me for. I love this record, Ashra Temple. Mentions for electric guitar. It really is just a gotching solo with this amazing processed guitar. Michael Honig, featured as a cheap heat classic, Departure from the Northern Wasteland. La Dusseldorf, classic. Argyle or Argyle, I don't know how you pronounce it, with Dircy. This is one of the artists that was featured in that Tropical Drums of Deutschland compilation. Really, really interesting band. I don't know if they have more of this one and this one. I think this is their first Velta music. Both excellent sort of world influenced. You see some of the instrumentation. Fantastic records. Not easy to find in the US, but not really expensive if you can track them down. It's like an 80s reissue of this one. Or no, actually this might be an original. Can't remember. The Green Journey by AR Machines. Just a classic psychedelia. One of the most psychedelic records I think in the whole stack here. And yeah, these are some of them are somewhat in order, but not really. So I'm not really sure what the order is here on the stack. Kind of hard to see here, but Klaus Schulze with Dune. Klaus Schulze with Picture Music. Klaus Schulze with Irrlicht, one of my favorites. Very dark, long tracks on this one. Just embryo stuff. Can't remember what pressing that is. This one I picked up recently, live from I can't remember what year, late 70s. It's Embryo, the Brock Session, another classic. This is Embryo. It's again another one of those late 70s, early 80s reissues. This 2001, the Brain reissues. This is another Think Progressive reissue of I think this is their first record, Opal. Some more Klaus Schulze, another classic, Time Wind. I don't know if it's Time Wind or Time Wind. I never figured it out. Eberhard Schoner. Yeah, this is on the Harvest label. Yeah, quite good. Underrated. Shown this one before in my percussion video. Niagara. It's the American first pressing of Noi's first album, and the Japanese pressing of Noi 75. Still haven't tracked down the Noi 2, probably the weakest of the trilogy, but certainly worth having. I might have shown this one recently. I acquired this one via trade on Brain. Features Mobius and Connie Plank and Osmos Tietjens. It's from 1978. Fun one. Here's the other La Dusseldorf record. It's, another classic one, super rare. There's a reissue, a Nexus Quam. Yeah, really good on the Ore label. There's another artist from that Drums of Deutschland compilation. It's an excellent record. Bushman, kind of a strange, kind of 80s looking cover, but really, really good percussion driven music. Really an original band. A great record. Really well recorded too. Some more Klaus Schulze, Black Dance. Some more Klaus with number 10. All of these on the Brain label. Another one, double LP, Cyborg on the green Brain label. Moondon, more of a rock-oriented effort here, but definitely a good one. 2 very long tracks here on this one. So that's the end of that first stack. Try to go to the second stack. So this is Osmos Tietjens again on Sky. He's got several on this label. They're all really good electronic records. Here's Faust. So far, I think it's an original UK press. Here's some Tangerine Dream. This is the double reissue with Alpha Centauri and Tem on one record here, on one set here from on Brain. Here's Fedra, classic. I know Carm just showed this one on cassette, I believe. Electronic Meditation, their first one. I really love this one. This is on the Virgin label. Stratosphere. Later effort from maybe 79 or so. Ricochet. So, Cosmic Jokers featuring Klaus Schulze. And featuring Manuel Gotching as well on guitar. Really good stuff. Again, to some of the cluster records. Grosses Wasser on the Sky label. This is an original one on Brain here. I believe this is their self-titled. Closer, Soy Soso, another one on the Sky label. This is a reissue on Brain of Zuckerzeit on the yellow Brain label. There's another one, Closer 71. Oh, this one's cool. It's got, so I believe this one is autographed. by Mobius and Rodelius here on the back. And I'm pretty sure it's a legit, and especially since it came with this little photograph insert promo thing. So that's a cool copy of that. One of the great collaborations, Cluster and Eno. It's another good one. Horrible cover. Peter Baumann from Tangerine Dream, Roman 76. This is a good one. Underrated one. Wolfgang Bach with Cycles on this Telefunken label. I don't know if I've shown that one before. Some of the solo stuff from the Tangerine Dreams, Edward Froese. Classic stuff. Aqua, and then Epsilon Malaysian Pale on the Virgin label. This one was a reissue of a cassette only release from 1987, so this probably is the latest or the most recent release that I would have in the stack. So basically this whole thing would spans from like 1968 through 1987. So this is it's called Arctica. I haven't spun in a while, but this is quite good if you've not seen that one or heard it. Of course, some Kraftwerk, Autobahn. The first one, very nice first pressing. Ralph and Florian on the Vertigo label. Some Conrad Schnitzler. And actually, I take it back, because this is so half of this was released in '74, and then side B is some remixes from 2010. Conrad Schnitzler with Zug. This is also Conrad Schnitzler. I know I've shown it before, but there's no text on it. But it's live live in 1972. This is a reissue of Schnitzler's yellow cover record. I don't remember if they had any titles on them. Schnitzler's Con, I believe this is on the Egg label. It's a really good one. This one's excellent as well. Con 3. This one is on the Sky label. This is, I think, the only bootleg I have. Can Horde Trip in the Paper House. This is live stuff from 1972. Sounds okay. It's pretty good. Can Soundtracks. Classic. Soon Over Babaluma. Another classic one on United Artists. Saw Delight. Love that back cover. And I love that Animal Waves track on side 2. This is like, I think it's like the 81 reissue. Might even be like a white label promo. Classic Tagomago. Original copy of Kraftwerk 2 on Philips. Then we're to the Popol Vuh section. I think all the Popol Vuhs I have are originals. This one's on the Pils label. One of my favorites, in the Garten Faros. Affenstunde, another classic, original on the Liberty label. Classic back cover as well. Looks like the dog's going crazy. Popol Vuh, Hosanna Mantra, another original one. Pils label, another one of my favorites. Herzog Glass, on the Brain label. Selig Prisung, excellent one. This one's on the it's on the PP. Is it that? No, that's that Kosmisch label, I think. Bruder der Stadt Sonde liegt. Pardon my German, it's not good at all. Some Brain, 1978. Beautiful cover on this one as well. This one I got at Glasshouse Records about 2 years ago. Really like that one. And then I did a video just on my stuff on from this band, Between Contemplation. Yeah, really unique band. Definitely one of the standout bands in my German collection here. There's another one, beautiful cover. Another one, and The Water's Open. It's on the Virgo label. This one is interesting. It's a spoken word. Some of the works of Hermann Hesse, and then some backing. Really nice music on the background. Really cool stuff. I haven't spun in a while. It's on the RCA Victor label. There's another one of the compilations on Sky. Another Popol Vuh, Nosferatu on the Egg label. Aguirre. I think that's like an Italian pressing. Heinz Jaga and Simbranu Jaga, something. Another wonderful one. This one's a lot more sort of jazz rock oriented. Clara Mondschein, so this is on the German Innovative Communication label. Which I believe was Klaus Schulze's own label that he founded in the early 80s. Both these records are excellent. This one and Luna Africana, almost like a proto-techno record from, what year is this? 1981. Just a killer record. Another artist on another sort of protege of Klaus Schulze, Robert Schroeder with Harmonic Ascendant, Floating Music. He even looks like Klaus a little bit. And Mosaic. So yeah, those are pretty cheap records to find as well. This might be another sort of bootleg. This is Peel Sessions from 73 through 75. Second pressing of it's like a 1976 pressing, German pressing. Future Days. This is the first Italian pressing of this one that was released. What was it, like in 1980, I think, but originally recorded in 68. It's like an 80, and then an 81 reissue on Spoon. Bamiasi, and then here's another Between record on Vertigo. This one. So yeah, this is the Vertigo reissue. I think. Yeah, obviously the original is much harder to find since it's on the Vertigo level. This is an absolutely fantastic record. So that's it. Hopefully I didn't run too long, but hope you enjoyed that, and hope everyone is well. And yeah, leave some comments. Talk to me.